Hey guys, this is Undercover Dudes all the way from down under, and today we're going to be talking about Dirty Bomb 1.0, the full launch of this free-to-play first-person shooter that first came out in 2015. Now, I haven't gone and played Dirty Bomb for close to a year. I played a ton in late 2017, but as the player base steadily dropped off, I just stopped playing simply because it was really difficult to find a game as an Australian player. When it comes to free-to-play games, especially free-to-play first-person shooters, Australian servers are a rarity. So when I saw 1.0 got released and the player base basically 4x'd, I wanted to go and hop on and see what the fuss was all about. Now, in terms of what came from the 1.0 patch itself, I honestly don't care that much. We've got Faceit, Shadowplay highlights, Steam trading, new skins. It doesn't affect me, and therefore I don't really care. But from when I stopped playing until now, there has been some changes that I want to go and talk about. Now, I'd assume most of these updates have been done quite a while ago, but alas, it's still worthwhile talking about these updates because I feel like a lot of people watching this video haven't played Dirty Bomb in quite a long time. Now, the first update is the new user interface, which looks really clean and is quite functional. It's super easy to get into a game, be it through the game finder or the server browser, easy to go and buy mercenaries in the store or go and change your loadouts for your mercenaries and all of that. So overall, it's a new coat of paint that Dirty Bomb definitely needed, and it goes and increases the quality of the game by a considerable margin. Moving on to the gameplay, it feels like classic Dirty Bomb, and I can't really feel any big changes, which is great, since the core gameplay of Dirty Bomb was something that always kept me coming back. The combat, the movement, the maps, the everything of Dirty Bomb was so unique and so skill-based and so chaotic, and it's just amazing fun. And it's great that it hasn't been tampered with. It's still what I really loved back in the day. Now, there is a few new mercenaries that I haven't had a chance to play with yet, but my bread and butter Sawbones feels exactly the same way that I left him, and that is very good. Now, to be fair, I can't really gauge if the new mercenaries are overpowered or not, since nobody was using them, which I assume is because people like me are coming back and don't have enough credits, but we'll have to see longer into the game's lifespan of the 1.0 patch when people start unlocking these new mercenaries, if they are overpowered, because I simply don't know. You guys could hopefully tell me in the comment section below as well. It also seems that there has been a rework of Terminal, called Terminal Redux, and even though it was initially confusing, the new version of this map flows a lot better. Terminal was never one of my most favourite maps, that goes underground 100%, but this Redux version is really fun to play on because it feels a lot more fair. Through my play session, also went and tried out a new map, and that is Castle. But from a little bit of googling, it seems like Castle has been out for quite a long time. Now, it's an okay map, but it can't really touch the OG Dirty Bomb maps. Those are top notch. I feel like Dirty Bomb, one of its big advantages is because every time you go and hop into a game, you've got these massive sprawling maps, multi-tiered maps, where it feels like you just go to the next section and then you're experiencing something new every time. It's not just a cardboard box that you see in a lot of free-to-play first-person shooters, like Black Squad, for example. The maps in that game are boring and garbage because it just feels lifeless, but these maps, they have life to it. And then you put the mercenaries in here, and then you put all the parkour movement, you put everything, the combat as well, you put it all together, and it's like, damn, this game has got a lot going for it, and that's the reason why I love this game so much. Overwatch has got nothing on Dirty Bomb when it comes to the level. I wouldn't say lore, I don't care about lore, who gives a shit about lore, but in terms of way the movement is, in terms of the combat, in terms of the characters, man, Dirty Bomb, it's on top, and it's really good that people getting back into this game, because you know what, giving a game a second chance, or a third chance in this case, you know what, it's worthy, because the core game is so good. But alas, with all the praise that I just showered Dirty Bomb with, we have to go and take a step back and talk about the issues of this 1.0 patch. Now, I'm not sure if it is just this patch or if it's deep-seated issues, but let's get right into it. They're performance related. Dirty Bomb has always run buttery smooth for me when I last played it, 2017, but when I came back, I had to significantly turn down my settings to go and get the FPS I was once getting. I don't know if it's just my end, but having frame drops is super frustrating, especially in a game where every second counts. Moving on to the network side of things, ping-wise everything seemed fine, but the servers did die on me twice during my 4-hour play session. The player base did spike quite hard over the last couple days, so I expect that the servers can't really handle that traffic, but it's still disappointing that it goes and happens in a full 1.0 release. Overall, it's not what I really expected from Splash Damage. I wanted that extra layer of paint, the polish that was really going to go and bring this game out to its full potential. Gameplay-wise, it seems like everything is fine. The maps are really cool. We've got Face It now, a really good competitive scene, supposedly. What a good base for a competitive scene anyway. So the game itself, the gameplay, the core gameplay seems fine. It's just those issues, those niggling issues that are really, really annoying when it does go and affect you in a gunfight. So hopefully those issues can be ironed out over the next couple of weeks, and to be fair, the game is still 100% playable and very, very enjoyable. It's still my pick. If I want a class-based first-person shooter, I'm not going to Overwatch. That is a broken mess. That game should not be touched. But Dirty Bomb, the gameplay it's top notch. The movement, it is such a fun game. And it's giving me like kind of Combat Arms vibes, because Combat Arms is a game where the core gameplay is so good, but the structure is just falling apart. Here, it's not falling apart. It just needs a little bit more work to go and bring it up to the level that it needs to be. It's definitely better than last year. Splash Damage has done a lot of work, and I haven't really been keeping up with all the updates and up and down, whatever. But it feels like the game is quite playable and a really enjoyable state. It's just those issues I talked about before. But once those go and get fixed, I think this game will be a really, really nice free-to-play first-person shooter to go and get into if you've been wanting a more class-based type game. But other than that, it's Undercover Dudes, all the way from Down Under, out.